José Mourinho getting into the Champions League knockout stages for Benfica this season is absolutely impossible. In today's video, I'm going to explain why. Now, before I start, could you like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you for doing so. Let me know, what do you think of Benfica's chances of qualifying for the Champions League knockouts this season? And before I start, I'm a Chelsea fan, and I do watch the Champions League, but I don't really watch the Portuguese league. But anyways, let's start. Now, Benfica so far, they played one match and they lost to Karabag 3-2. That was a match they desperately needed to win. And I'm going to explain why. The fixtures are so unbelievably hard. I can't believe no one else has clocked how hard Benfica's fixtures are. I'll tell them. So, that Karabag in the first match. They lost that, absolutely bottled that. That was really messed up. And then we've got to play Benfica. I've got to play Chelsea. Chelsea away. Then we've got Newcastle away. Then we've got Bayer Leverkusen. And they've got Ajax. Then you've got Napoli away. And you've got Juventus away. And the last match is going to be Real Madrid at home. And that's going to... I mean, how are Benfica supposed to handle this? I mean, it's absolutely so hard. How are they even going to get any points out of this now? Let me go through it game by game. So, you're playing Chelsea today. At the time of recording, they haven't played yet. They're going to play in 2-3 more hours. And I think this is a match that Chelsea are really up for. And they are in the mood for an upset. Chelsea, and I mean that by Benfica winning. And the reason I see Benfica winning is because Chelsea, they're on a run of games which they've lost, obviously, you know, due to being down to 10 men, but still they have lost. Benfica, they've started to win some. They're unbeaten so far, and you know, they're still unbeaten in the league, and they've done great so far. And they also have the new managerial bounce of José Mourinho, and they are away from home, Benfica, and I think they do have a chance, and they could nick 1 point, maybe 3, but I feel like they could nick 1 point. And before I start explaining all the other fixtures, I just want to let you know that these Champions League, to qualify for the Champions League knockouts, you need to be in the top 24. From 1st to 8th, you qualify straight to round 16, and from 9th to 24, you basically get into another knockout stage, and you have to beat that team to get into round 16. There is no dropping down to the Europa League for this Champions League format. And to qualify for 24th place last season, you had to get 11 points. That is the goal for Benfica, to get 11 points. Okay, now the next match is Newcastle. I feel like Newcastle, this is a match that Benfica are going to have to try and win, because the reason is Newcastle, they've started poorly this Premier League season. They've played about 6 matches and they've got 6 points. Kind of dreadful. And I'm not blaming Newcastle too much. They've had their own internal issues with Isaac and other internal issues, and again, the squad, you know, used to each other. But this is a match that both of them are looking to win. And I feel like because they are St. James's Park, Newcastle do have an advantage there. But I do think José Mourinho needs to go out and try and win this match, because this is a match that they really do need to win. And let's say they do win, that's a total of 4 points. It's going to be hard, but if they can win, that'll put them up to 4 points. And they played 3 games. Now, the 4th game is Bayer Leverkusen. Now, Bayer Leverkusen is another match that Benfica need to be looking at and be like, okay, we've got to win this. The reason they've got to win this is because Bayer Leverkusen, they got a new manager. A lot of their star players left. I mean, the manager got sacked, and they got a new manager. And this is a match they really do need to have to win. And I feel like they will win. And it's a tough say, but I think they will win. And let's put that to 7 points, 4 games played. Then they got Ajax. And is Ajax away? Now, Ajax away is going to be a hard match, but this is a match that out of all the teams they played, except for Karabag, Benfica will have to be winning this one. This is a must win. If they lose this, I mean, just forget about, you know, the knockout stages of the Champions League. And I feel like they will win this in the end. And they've got some great players, Benfica, and I feel like they'll just overpower Ajax. It could be a draw, but I think they'll win. And that puts them up to 10th place. Now you're thinking, okay, they pretty much qualified. No. They played 5 games, they got 10 points. Now, you've got Juventus away. I don't see them winning this one. I do not see them winning this because Juventus, I mean, they've just beaten Napoli. And they were, Serie A champions. And they're a really great team. And Juventus, I think they really rejuvenated this season. They got Yildiz, a great young player, and I think their quality just overpowers Benfica by quite a lot. And the other match for Benfica is Napoli. And Napoli, reigning Italian champions. I think Benfica, the quality is just not up there with Napoli's, and I think that's why they're going to lose this one. De Bruyne, you've got Højlund, McTominay. I mean, the whole of Man United and Man City's reserves and old players in. And I feel like Benfica, they're not at that quality yet. Maybe they could nick a draw, but it doesn't seem likely. And their last match is Real Madrid at home. Now, what Mourinho and Benfica really have to hope is that Real Madrid, they're like, okay, we've already qualified, they're in the top 8. Why are they going to rotate? And we're not really going to care too much. That's what Mourinho and Benfica really have to hope. And if that does happen, Benfica are going to be very lucky, rotated squad, and they can really put a game in for Real Madrid. And I feel like this is a match, and because Benfica are at home, they have the home fans cheering and everything. I feel they can at least get a draw, maybe get a win. I don't think they get a win, they'll get a draw. And I feel like it's definitely a match that Benfica have to win. Especially if they rotated Real Madrid already through. That's what Benfica really have to hope for. And it's a really hard one, but I think they might just get through. But even then, they're going to have to go into the knockout playoff stages to get into the round 16. And that's another reason why it's going to be so hard for Benfica this season. Let me know, did you know Benfica's schedule was this hard in the Champions League? Could you like, comment, share, subscribe, and let me know what other football related videos you want me to make. Thank you for watching, everyone.